This is the Gusii Stadium, and I know there are many who are asking why was the game that was splitting two sides, that was Shabana FC and Coast side, which is Mombasa Elite. Why was it postponed and rescheduled despite the match having been played until the center? It had reached the first half had already reached. But you see, according to the match really began very well. The weather was fine when the match was beginning, and Shabana got an early goal by the 3rd minute to mean that the match had to progress. However, when the match was halfway of the first half, we saw the rains beginning, but the referee was lenient enough to allow both sides to continue with the match because the rain had not reached that intense levels whereby it could have necessary the referee to stop the match. But however, by the time the match was going up to the halftime, the rain had already intensified and already there was lots of water and flooding along the field of, that's the Gusii Stadium, because the stadium does not have good drainage, as you can see, and this led to the match going into the halftime, which was uncertain whether we could have had the second half. However, upon the match officials, the match comes having a sit-up and between management from both sides, it was agreed that this match could not continue because the rain was so intense and the ball could no longer bounce. And according to the FIFA rules, if the match is unplayable, the match will be stopped. However, the match could have been stopped and finalized today, but according to the drainage that this ground has, there is no way that this drainage could have been able to be level before darkness had already befallen this stadium, which does not have effective lighting to allow matches to be played during the night. Therefore, this made the match comes into this match to push this match up to the following day. However, one of those who may be asking what happened to the match which had Shabana FC when it was playing Muranga Seal. We saw something closer to this happening, and in the same match, the rain began when the match was ongoing. However, the match coms who were in the match were not convinced that the rain that was during that day could have necessitated the match to be stopped, and therefore that's why that match continued. And when Muranga Seal abandoned the match, they had abandoned it, but it was not in tandem with the match com of that day. And therefore these are some of the rules that the FIFA has, which both teams have to understand, and once they understand them, when such a problem recurs in future, I know there can always be a better way to resolve them. That's much that we have to speak, and this is the Gusii Sports TV, and I'm your favorite presenter, and I'm Steven.